What's up, working people? UFCW Local 8 members, everybody across the country that's been catching these shorts. What's up, Solidarity? It is freezing out here. I was gonna do it inside, but I couldn't let this beautiful morning sky escape us. I hope everybody's having a good working week so far. It's Wednesday, we're halfway through. And all this week we've been talking about class politics versus electoral politics, and the distinctions between both and the traps of not recognizing both. So yesterday, big focus on the electoral trap and getting all caught up and focusing on like left, right, Democrat versus Republican politicians and policies, and only advocating for your team, and that type of a situation where ultimately what's happening is rich people on both sides of the party divide are manipulating us and keeping us from recognizing our true power, which is our class consciousness, our class solidarity, working people's ability to stand together against injustices. So that's the fight, that's the worry that you have when you're focusing too much on electoral politics, not class politics. But today I want to make sure we also focus on the importance of electoral politics, that the laws and the people that govern us, they do have an impact on our working lives and our working conditions. They have the ability to pass laws that restrict our rights as workers or protect our rights as workers. So you may have teamed up with all of your coworkers, you may have organized and formed a union, you may have gotten your union contract, but when the federal government comes out and says all union contracts are deleted, it means nothing. So we do want to make sure that we are thinking about electoral politics and the way that we participate in society. I just don't think that we put that above our class politics. And one way that I keep from falling into that trap is something that I've kind of boiled down to: good for the worker, bad for the worker. When it comes to a policy or a law change, something that might impact working people, I want to know if it helps us or hurts us. I don't care who wrote it, don't care where it came from. I want to know if it's going to improve our lives and working conditions or make those more difficult. If it's going to make it more difficult, I don't want anything to do with it. And it should be that simple. We should find leaders that would like to participate in electoral politics, that make a commitment to supporting the working class and helping strengthen the working class. If we as workers do not participate in the electoral side of politics, what happens is we end up getting governed by people who want to control and manipulate us. And that's exactly what's happened. Corporations are more involved in politics than people. There's more money being put in by corporations, and that influence has ultimately hurt the worker with the weakening labor movement and weakening labor protections here in the country. So keep that in mind as we build our class awareness, our class consciousness. We also need to make sure that we're pulling the levers of electoral politics. And tomorrow we'll talk about how they work together. Peace. Solidarity.